Hola estudiantes, bienvenidos a su clase de español. Mi nombre es Diana Díaz Gómez y soy mexicana. Tengo 36 años y vivo en Milledgeville, Georgia. Yo trabajo en Georgia College and State University y doy clases de español de lunes a viernes. So I wanted to welcome you to our class and show you a little bit on how to navigate your course. So let's take a moment to explore our platform. We'll be working in Georgia View, or what is also called D2L, where you can find anything from content, instructions, assignments, etc. For this course. So in the first section, you'll see announcements, which include any information that I wanted to share with you during the week. You can also see this sort of summarized menu, and this one is tricky. It seems that you can click on these links and it will take you to the right content, but when you do it this way, it actually hides some parts of the content. Sometimes it shows you things that have a due date or that are actually an assignment. So you might be missing out on the instructions for those assignments, which might not have a due date. So to avoid that, always try to navigate your course by going to coursework and then content. But we'll go to that part in a minute. So below the announcements, you'll see the calendar. If any activity has a due date, it will come up in your calendar. So you can see everything that is due, and you can also review any updates to either discussion boards, for example, if anyone has posted something else, the homeworks or assignments that you might have, and any emails through this platform. But in my case, I prefer to communicate via official email, so please do not message me or email me using the D2L communications. So now let's go to the part on how to explore the content. So we are at the course home right now, so we're going to click on course work. Let me actually move to my student profile to show you how it will look for you. So it's basically the same with a few restrictions. So when you click on coursework, you're going to always want to click on content. That's the way to see everything that has been posted in the course. You begin by clicking in overview, which where I'm giving you the advice of always going through those tabs. Then you explore every content, every module in your table of contents. So in basics of this course, I explain the content of the module, always at the beginning, and then how all of the assignments in this course will be released only after the student has completed any previous steps. So that means that I have to be up to date in the class. Given the fact that this is a 4-week or 3-week course, it means that we are covering a lot of content in a really reduced amount of time or period of time. So we need to be doing a lot of work every day. And to avoid having students fall behind, I have designed this course in a way that students have to complete steps and then they have access to other things. So explore each of the sub-modules or the activities in each module, and then read the information and manually mark each of them as completed when you are done. And here I'm also telling you that you will have to complete a quiz about this information. So you're going to open each of the items, and then you will scroll down, read carefully, and then you will scroll down and mark this tab as completed. See? Once you have done that, you can move to the next assignment. And if you go back to the main module, basics of this course, you'll see now that the assignments or the items have been completed. You need to do this with each of them, and sometimes they're not going to appear immediately for you because they are released as you complete previous items. So make sure to review all the basics of this course, such as class expectations, how you're going to be graded, etc. Here's a copy of the syllabus, your calendar, my information in case you need to reach out, how to get your book, and finally a quiz about all of that information. So once you have completed that, you will see that week 1 will appear in your table of contents, and once again, you are expected to manually mark items as completed in order to access the next module. So each week, you're going to have some assignments such as BHL homework, a discussion forum for the first week. And to consider this activity completed, you must complete both the video and the 2 comments as instructed. And finally, you have a speaking activity in this chapter. So activities in each module might be these ones or might be different, but the format of your course is going to be the same. Then in a separate module, you'll find any assignments that are different from BHL or D2L, such as the talk abroad midterm and final. So as you can see, in this case, I'm only seeing one set of one item. So I'm going to click on this item, and then I read the information carefully. And for each assignment, you'll see what's the value or what's the weight of that activity toward the final grade, the due dates, and then the different steps or instructions. Once you have read that, you click on completed, and then you can move to the next item. So if you go back to the module, talk abroad module, you'll see that now you can see 2 items because you already completed this one, right? So you'll see that there are different items, and you want to click mark them as completed as soon as you read them, so that you can have access to activities instructions. So let's do that. We have behaviors that can affect your grade. So I read them, I mark them, then registration instructions about how to go to the Talk Abroad website and creating your account, etc. Then you have the prompt for your conversation and what are the specific requirements of both the conversation and your report. So you read them carefully, and then you can complete the assignment, marking it manually as completed, and then move to the next assignment. So as you can see, it doesn't matter if you have not submitted the assignment because it has to be manually marked as completed. So this activity would be completed in those 2 ways. One, by marking the instructions as completed, as acknowledging that you read them, and then by submitting the assignment. So that's how to navigate the course, and then how to enroll in the right class. Well, you'll see here in the registration instructions for Talk Abroad, I have also given you the section name and code. So it might be different to this in your video, but you'll find it on the same tab. Now, going back to the basics, in the section where you can find the information for your book, I'm also providing the link for the website where we will be completing the homework. So your book might look like this or might be different depending on your level. And we will need for you to get access to VHL Supersite Plus with WebSam. So those are the different components offered by the book. And when you click on this link, it will take you to the website. So what you're seeing here is once you have already created your account and you have logged in and registered for the right course. So in order to do that, you should find the specific course information within this tab later on. So, and it will look like this. With my name, then the name of the course and the name of the section. So you have to make sure that this information matches to the course that you are enrolling at. Now, once you are in the VHL website, you should see the book, and right underneath you should have the section name and the course level, and there should be some information about my name that matches the information on Georgia View or in Georgia View. So you click on your book and then you start completing the homework. Okay, so now your main page is going to look slightly different than this because this is my instructor view. But you'll have your course, and then you can access your assignments also through the assignment calendar. So if we look at your assignment calendar, you can find the different categories of assignments that you'll have in this course. You will have some activities that are in the category of learn. Those are tutorials that you have to watch or information you have to read. And then you have homework, which is the activities that you complete for practice. And separately, you have listen, which are listening activities that you will complete as well here in this platform. And you have others that belong to the category of culture and speak. So in the speak category, you'll see in D2L that weekly we have a separate grade for those. And even when you don't see separate grades for that in Georgia View, if we go back to the table of contents, I will show you on week 1 so that you can understand how you'll be graded. So within this category of VHL Homework Chapter 11, you'll see, or this grade will contain only the Learn and Homework categories. And separately, I'm going to grade your speaking activity, and I'm going to give you a grade for listening and speaking. So that might be clearer if I show you the grade book. So as a student, you should be able to see this. Once I assigned any grade, it will come up in this section. So you will have a separate grade for homework, a separate grade for the quizzes, then a separate grade for culture for each lesson, and a separate grade for the listening activities in each lesson, and then a separate grade for the speaking part. Then you will have to submit 2 conversation two conversation reports, and then you have at the beginning of the course your introduction video. So whatever is graded in this class will be visible here once I transfer your grades from our VHL course to the gradebook. And finally, any quizzes will come up in this calendar as well. So that's about it. That's about the BHL website. And now going back um, to our Georgia View course, you can find resources here, like library resources in case you need to get a specific book or any documents online. And you can always go back using these tabs, etc. So I hope this video helps you understand how to find assignments and how to properly complete them to get access to the next assignments. All right, so good luck. So let's take a moment to explore